So this is episode one.
Let's
episode
go.
one.
Let's
Cocaine and Caviar, the podcast, baby. It's my boy. Let's introduce each other. I'm gonna start off.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know who I am. If you don't, you should. I'm Jason, aka Money Making Jason, aka internationally known as Money Making Jason. If you don't know who I am, you should know who I am. But to the left of me, to the right of me, I should say, we got my boy AJ Galante. Episode one came through, show love.
Of course, man.
We got my co-host.
What's up? My name is Dennis. You know, I don't got the I don't got the interlude like you got, but yeah, man, people know me.
Dennis the Menace.
Stand up, man.
Dennis the Menace. I like that. I like that. Dennis the Menace.
I like it.
He's probably heard that a million times.
I've heard that a million times. Yeah.
I fit you. That's Dennis the Menace. That's Dennis
We
the
here.
Menace.
We're here right now.
AJ, man, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for coming out
Of course,
here, man.
man.
Likewise.
You know, you always show
Yes,
up for
sir.
me,
Of
and I
course,
appreciate
man.
that. Always. You've
man.
always answered the messages. You know what I mean? No matter how many years gone past, when I hit you, you always hit me back, and I really do appreciate that, man.
Of course,
it's always
man.
love. It's always love.
Always.
You've been through a lot, though, man. You've had a hell of a life.
Yeah, man. It's you know, I think we all have, and you know, I've always, everyone's got a story, right? And it's
Right.
just like one of those things where, as I get older now, I mean, I'll be 40 in August, which is bizarre to me. You know, as you get older, you look back and you're like, oh, that was pretty crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when you're in the mix and in the
Doesn't
middle of
feel like
stuff,
it
just feels natural. But
Right.
you know, as you get older, and you know, I'm a father now. I know you're a father, and it's like, it's crazy.
The
you
funny
know?
things to me is the stories my friends tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
things I forgot about, and
Yeah.
I get up with my friends that I haven't seen in years. They're like, remember when you did that? I'm like, nah, but that was crazy. Like, I forget about a lot of that. You know what I mean?
Well,
A lot of the stuff I've done, like, I've been a wild boy my whole life.
Well,
You know what I mean?
we lived in an era with no cell phones. And
Right.
it was
Facts.
like, man, I miss those days. And it's like, not everything was recorded. Not every step was recorded. And it's like,
I tell my kids this all the time. I said, if I had cell phones in my era, I would have been famous a long time ago.
yeah.
Because we was doing way more than what y'all do. Like, and it was fun, but it was a better life though without cell phones. I feel like kids are antisocial because of it.
That's a fact.
You talk to a kid, they don't know how to hold a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's YouTube Shorts, man. They're watching
Yes.
those YouTube Shorts,
So-
and their
but-
memory is only for that 5 minutes, and then they're bored. And
I
they go on
feel
to the
like
next,
I
next,
feel like they
next.
don't even know how to hold a conversation. I feel like in 10, 20 years, being able to have a conversation is going to be a skill.
No,
It's
I
going to be a
agree.
skill.
I agree, man. I mean, I see it. You know, I own Champs Boxing Club in Danbury, and I deal with so many kids, and it is bizarre. It's like the kids that have been born like after 2004. You know, like when we did the intake forms and stuff. It's like anyone who's after 2004, it's kind of like we're gonna have to work with this one a little. You know what I mean?
You got to think though, because
This
the
one's
last
weird.
4 years of
Yeah.
their life have been altered after COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once COVID came, it really made them antisocial. If they wasn't antisocial
Yeah.
before that, COVID pushed them into a bubble that they have very few of them have been able to get out of.
That's a fact.
Because I was selling in Vegas, I was working on the strip selling nightclub tours, right?
Yeah.
And I would literally have to stop groups as they walk through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And before COVID, a group of 10 people, I can get one to stop. I gotta say some slick
Yeah.
shit to get you to stop. Like
Yeah.
you might walk by and I'm like, yo, where you guys going tonight? They're like, yeah, we're going to church. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus don't live in Vegas, bitch. This is Sin City. You know what I mean? They'll turn around like, oh, what the fuck? What you got? And I start pushing my shit. But now, like, when I was out there that last time, I would go up to people. I'm like, hey, what are you doing tonight? They're like,
Yeah.
like they were like running from me.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
is
yo, you
weird.
scared to talk to people? Like,
I mean, even for me, again, you know, I'm 39, my wife's 35. Like COVID, I tell you the truth, man. I got lazy, you know, DoorDash and like, you know, it's like,
bro, during COVID was
you know,
crazy.
you know what I mean? Like
I was ordering weed and pizza at the same time because I lived in Vegas, so
Yeah.
the dispensaries used to deliver.
Yeah.
So during COVID, we had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Me and my wife was ordering weed and pizza at the same time, seeing which one would beat it. Like if
It's
the weed
crazy.
gets here first, we
It's-
roll up. If the pizza gets here first, we
Wait.
eat. You know what I mean? It was lit. It was
It's-
lit.
You know, it's funny when you think about it in like, you know, growing up, like my mom was like, I remember where I was when like JFK got shot. And it's like, if you think about like I mean, we had 9/11, COVID. I mean,
story.
could you imagine telling like, I think about telling my kids, you know, my oldest is 3. It's like when he's older, like he's gonna be learning about COVID, the 2020
it's gonna be in
like
the book.
history.
I
and
feel like
9/11,
the
and
crazy
it's like,
shit is, I feel like I'm around all those weird things we've had here, like 9/11, Sandy Hook, the shooting in Vegas. I was at almost all
I was
three
at
of them.
Vegas when that shooting
So
happened.
I was in Manhattan. I was on my way to Manhattan 9/11 morning. We were skipping school to go buy some Jordans. I was on the train. I was on the train. Train gets jammed up. They stopped the trains, all that. It was crazy. It was early morning. That was 9/11. The day after Sandy Hook, me and my boy, I was doing garage doors at the time. We had to go to Newtown to do a garage in Sandy Hook, like the day after. Like, it was crazy.
That's just crazy.
The Vegas shooting, I was on the strip the night of the shooting. Like, I seen people running. We running with them. I'm like, listen, I might be half Italian, I'm half black. If you run, I run. If you run, I run. I don't know what we running from. I'm gonna figure it out later. But I'm running with you. And I'm glad I ran. But that's a whole nother thing that we had, like, I could dive into. There was some things going on that day. Like, they say it was all coming from that window.
Multiple shooters.
But if you was out there, you know, I've been in the streets. I know how to identify where a gunshot's coming from. There was gunshots coming from all over the place.
That's a fact.
Like, and you could ask people that lived in Vegas at that time, they'll all tell you we seen the same thing. There was a lot of wild shit going on. Bellagio front doors got shot out. Mandalay Bay's all the way over here. Bellagio all the way down here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro.
It's you know, it's weird times, especially because, like, you know, with the cell phones, it's like everyone's a news reporter too in their own ways, you know, and it's like you don't know what to believe, and you know, it is a good thing for a lot of circumstances, but
not a good thing.
You know,
it's not a good thing.
It's like
you get those neighbors, you get the HOAs, you get everybody outside with their phone in your face.
Oh, HOA! You know what I mean? Don't get me started with
God,
HOA.
Bro.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That's why I won't live in a condo or a townhouse.
Bro, it don't even matter. I live in a town. The HOA runs the whole town, bro. You can't paint your house a different color. You like, it's my house. Like, why can't I paint my house my color?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It really is.
They're the bullies of the bullies, bro. Yeah. HOA, and it's some lady named like Ellen always. They're like
I'm not gonna
Barbara.
I'm not gonna say his name, but where I'm on Main Street. I'm on Main Street in Danbury, right by South Street, and we live in a really nice little complex, a condo. Small, quiet. It's like right off Main Street, and you make a right, and you don't even know it's there.
Don't give everybody your address, man.
No. That's all right. Hey, listen. They'll find me one way or the other. That's all right.
You ain't hard to find anyway. But AJ really ain't hard to find.
But yeah, it's like from the minute I moved in there, I've been there almost 10. It'll be 10 years this spring, and it's like from the minute. It's like jail. A guy wanted to like let you know right away he's the shot caller of the unit. I walk and it's like the very first month I put like a little Ring camera. I got the email.
You can't have a Ring
camera? Can't have a Ring camera.
Why? I need to see what's going on outside.
I don't know.
I got cameras all over.
I got a Ring. That was the first thing. Then it was, you know, the first Christmas there. I didn't read that HOA handbook. It's like, you know, War and Peace. You know, Christmas decorations. You could only do... I didn't know. I put lights all around. It was a big to-do. And like to this day, I see this guy and it's like, you know, one of these days I'm not breaking. You know what I mean? And it's like, I play nice because eventually when we do move there, because we're running out of space, it's like, I don't know if I want to rent that out. You know, so I want to keep the peace.
Are you allowed to do that? Can you do that? I know some places they say you can't rent out.
Thankfully, you can.
Well, that's good. If you own, you could always kind of.
So thankfully, I'm playing nice with this guy because, you know, if I do decide to rent, I don't want any. But if we decide we're not renting, like my last day there,
I'll box him up real quick.
I'm causing some sort of commotion for sure.
So I want to dig into a little bit of your past, a little bit.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. You grew up in a different. You grew up in a different environment than most.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But I know you. Because knowing you, I know you didn't realize you grew up in a different environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about, like, so when you was young, right? I know you even put it on your... So if y'all don't know AJ, you should really go and watch the Untold, Crimes and Penalty episode. Yeah. It tells all the backstory if you really want to get it. I'm not going to dive too deep into everything that's already been talked about. You could definitely go get it there. But you had WWF wrestling at your fucking like 10th birthday party, bro.
That's wild.
I remember hearing about it.
Yes.
Right? I remember hearing about it. My friends were like, yo, this kid in New Fairfield had WWF wrestlers at his birthday party. I'm like, bullshit. They're like, nah, for real. Now, you got to remember, this is before Facebook.
Yeah, before
this is
phones,
before any of that. So there's no pictures to verify.
Yeah.
You got to go to the barbershop to catch the
You're
info.
telling your friend they're bullshit. Like, you're bullshit, bro. The Rock was not in New Fairfield, bro. But it was true. Like, this motherfucker really did that. It's
crazy.
My question is, at what point did you realize you were living a little different than others?
You know, again, like I said earlier, nothing ever felt different to me. It's just like.
But you went to other kids' birthday parties.
Yes.
There was not The Rock there.
Well, that was funny. So with that whole situation with the wrestlers, it's funny because, it was like. It was my 11th. It was 97, so it was my 11th birthday, and I remember we were having, so I'm born in August, so every party was a pool
Summer
party.
babies, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we keep it hot.
So like we were having, I was having a birthday party, pool party at the house. It was going to be on the Saturday, and I just remember my dad like the day before was kind of like, oh yeah, I got a surprise for you. And my dad like. He can't keep it when he like, especially for like me and my sister. He can't keep a secret.
It's so funny because your dad can hold a secret for
real.
You know what I mean? But
for his
but
kids,
for you, he
like,
can't hold water.
For something that he knows is gonna make someone happy, he just can't.
I'm the same way.
Like,
I want to give Christmas presents away the day before. Like I'm like, let him open it. Let him. My wife's like, chill out.
So he's like, he loves to like. He's a people pleaser too, and especially with his kids. And like, I remember the day before I think the original thing was he was gonna just surprise us, which would have been crazy, but he was just like, oh, so I got some wrestlers. So how it happened was, I don't know if you remember the old wrestler. His name was Lou Albano.
Yeah, right? He's from Plum County.
Yeah.
From Plum County, yeah.
So the original Super Mario, you know what I mean? And he was a wrestler. So my dad was friendly with Lou Albano's father or something. And I remember as a young kid meeting Lou Albano, and he was always the coolest guy, but I didn't know the significance of who he was. And then when I got into wrestling, my dad was like, oh, I could, kind of parlay this relationship. And then I remember that the Saturday of my birthday party, WWF was having like a house show, non-televised show in New Haven when they had the New Haven Coliseum.
No, that was that's where I went and seen WWF.
So my dad, and I didn't know this at the time, but my dad must have called Lou and was like, hey, my son's birthday, you got to come this way anyway to go to New Haven. You got any wrestlers, want to make an appearance? And Lou Albano hooked it up, man, because it was like Honky Tonk Man was there. He gets kind of thrown under the rug. Like,
Honky Tonk Man was that too.
Yeah,
he's from like the 50s, right? Lou Albano was like banging in the 50s with the wrestling, right? Yeah,
so like, he got Honky Tonk Man. Now you got to also remember, it wasn't The Rock yet. It was Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't Triple H yet.
But it was.
But
it was.
But what I mean, it was like it was.
They wasn't there yet.
It was literally like 6 months before every
popped.
one of them really blew.
Right.
And it was like It was like
still
Triple H in China, Billy Gunn, Honky Tonk Man, and The Rock, who was Rocky Maivia. And the funny thing is, like, to this day, I'll never forget. And I know I have home video of it. Is like The Rock was just so shy at the time. Like he was like very like not standoffish, but very like. And Triple H, I remember, was like busting his balls, like, "Hey, it's a kid's birthday. Why don't you talk?" You know what I mean? And like he was just very like shy, and,
like reserved.
And it's now you look, he's the biggest movie star in the world, and he's doing this. But I remember he was like real soft spoken.
So I seen Triple H at Danbury Mall one time, and he had like a little ass Mercedes, right, like a compressor.
Yeah.
Or something. And he got out of it, and I was like, "How the fuck did this big ass motherfucker just get out of that compressor?" Like I was shocked. I was like, "Yo!" And everybody's like, huge. "Triple H." I'm like, "Fuck Triple H." How the fuck did he get out that fucking little ass car? Like he's a big dude. But like, how does he have that little ass car?
Like my birthday, China was the star. That chick China was like the funniest, like most down.
Really,
they were all great, all down to earth, great people. But China was like. I mean, she was having a ball. Like she was like flexing with at the time, big. Like there wasn't women like that back then.
Yeah.
Like,
China was
all
different.
the boys were like, "What the fuck?" Like
is that
flex.
And
she was like
she was
brolic,
big.
and like I actually have a picture posing with her. I'm like 11. I got my little Nike bathing suit. And I got nothing. And
yeah,
she's
little
just like,
beaners.
And she's eating. But I've told the story. It's like I'll never forget. I was, my dad was barbecuing, and I was like. like at school on the lunch line with China, and she's putting burger. So I'm figuring, all right, you know, the rest
She's gonna pass them out. She smashed them.
To this day, I'll stand by the story. She must have ate 7 to 8 burgers without even trying, man.
Yo, we gotta see you in a burger eating contest.
Yeah.
She was the best, man. And you know, it was just something I'll never forget. And now to this day, after the Netflix documentary, to this day, it's like at least once a week, whether it's a DM or something, someone's like, that birthday party is the party, right?
Yeah, let's talk
like
about the Netflix documentary because I know something special happened after that.
Yeah.
You know me personally. Drake hit you up for a jersey.
Yeah.
What? I heard my boy Ray drove it all the way out there. Yes.
So that was like the whole documentary thing. Like, you know, they came out, Netflix, the production team, they came out to Danby. They came out like 2019. And they were working, you know, real great guys, two young kids. You know,
yeah, how did that come about?
So basically, like in 2018, right? So the Trashers are now like 12 years old. Now we're done. You know, we've been gone for 12 years. I'm going about my life. I'm graduated college. I'm working.
I thank you for that too. Trashers was the shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like for real, I never watched a hockey game.
Yeah,
I never watched a hockey game in my life until I watched a Trashers game. Right?
Nah, it was.
And my boy, shout out my boy Pope. He was like, "Yo, we got to go to a Trashers game. I'm hearing it's lit." And I'm like, "Hockey?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with hockey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If anything, I might gamble on it.
Yeah,
but I don't go to a hockey. And he's like, "Bro, it's red ice." And I never heard the saying red ice. I was like, "What the fuck is red ice?" He was like, "Bro, they be banging out." And I was like, "Nah." He's like, "No, every game they bang out."
It was
so
crazy.
I was like, "All right, I'm down." I go there, bro. I go there. And of course, I'm sitting, and where I was sitting, I was across from you because I seen you across.
Yeah,
with your dad. And I'm like, I know this kid. I'm like, oh, I know Galante. That's Galante. That's his dad. I'm like, oh, because if you lived in the Danbury area, it was impossible not to know who you two were. Because your names was in the news times every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, every month you seen your dad's face or an article, even before the bullshit. Like, when it was just AWD article. Like,
AWD.
there was always an article, and you knew who he was. Like, you really knew who Galante was. And then when AJ got the team, like, you seen his face.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew you a little bit before all that.
Sure, yeah.
But seeing that was like, oh, my boy's doing something.
At such a young age, too,
doing
man.
something.
Yeah,
like,
it was
super
weird.
young.
It was
super young. Can you still do the hat flip shit?
So my nephews on my wife's side, you know, when it came out, they were all young. That's all they were doing after the documentary was the hat flip. I tried to say, I don't know. That was from some music video. 'Cause I remember me, my cousin Tony, and James Cole used to reenact. I don't know what music video it was. It might have been like a B2K movie.
Shout out James Cole, man.
It might have been a B2K video or something. But when someone did a hat flip,
yo, that was part of the documentary. I laugh every fucking time.
Well, if you were from that generation, you know, like that was hilarious.
I laugh. You did the chain spin, and the hat flip. I fall out every time.
It's funny, like the young kids, like when they watch it, because like I don't go like before the doc, and even now I don't go around and be like, hey, you know, you heard of the trash? Like I didn't talk about it,
but you was never like that.
I know, but after the documentary, all the young kids in the gym were like
they didn't know who you were.
But they were making fun of, you know, how we were dressed. And they wear everything so tight.
These guys were like Jersey Shore before Jersey Shore. Like, for real. Like, you really had the fade, the big earrings, the chain.
The camera
like, that was
earrings.
you.
Like, I really wanted, like, I would.
What was you driving back then? You had like an Explorer or
what was it? It was never my, you know, I was lucky enough, my dad, we had an Escalade. And it was like, you couldn't tell, like, and I've always been humble, but when I got behind the wheel of that, you know, something
I've never seen you drive by me like, yo, what the fuck?
In those days, an Escalade was like,
the shit.
Yeah,
but like, you know, even dressing, it's funny to this day.
So stereotypical.
Fabulous and Cameron, like those were the jersey guys. Like everything was new jerseys and 3XL jersey with a 4X white tee underneath, with a 7 5/8 fitted that would come over your. I mean, it was crazy.
But Italian guy driving an Escalade. It's so stereotypical. That's like me going to get a grape soda. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what it is. Like, you expect that from me, bro. Like, me saying, yo, I go to the bar, I'm like, yo, Give me the chicken wings.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you expect that from me. So I expect him to be driving the Explorer. Like,
Listen,
it is what it is. But I'm half Italian, so I get spaghetti with my chicken wings.
That's good. You know what I mean? You play both sides.
I
It's
play both
perfect.
sides. Yo, the best thing, my papa used to always say, and I know this is going to sound controversial when I say it, but my papa, he loved me. Like, I literally loved my papa. I took care of my papa when he was on his last days, my nana when they was on their last days. My papa used to look me dead in my face. And he used to be like, you're my favorite grandson. I love you. But I hate the fact you're half nigga. And he would say it just like that. And I was like, Papa, you can't say that. He's like, you got to accept it. I'm like, no, you got to accept it, motherfucker. Like, shit. But he was 99 when he passed.
Oh, wow.
So 99 years ago, a nigga was a nigga, a chink was a chink, a spick was a spick. That's what it was to them. He didn't mean nothing by it. That's just how he talked.
But even growing up, I mean,
I had two of the most racist grandfathers in the world. So just to let that know, like, my black grandfather was racist as fuck.
Yeah.
My white grandfather was racist as fuck. So I got to see both sides, and it was hilarious. Like,
but
I used to
it
get
was
jokes.
funny though, because like growing up, like you know, I was born in '86. You know, but even back then, like people, like even young kids, like you would describe someone as like, oh, that big Irish kid over there, oh, that German fucking Nazi kid over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just
But
how
we had
it
a different
was.
growing up. Like, we were tougher skinned.
Yeah.
Like, we were tough. We used to be like, yo, nigga, that's gay.
You can't say
Straight up.
that.
Like, that's gay.
You know, I'm not. I don't buy into all politically correct. I am who I am. But there, even now, like I'll say like, oh, that's so gay, and then I gotta stop. I'm like,
it's like
who heard that? Like, is that like, am I in?
But I'm never gonna change who I am for y'all. Like, I'm a firm believer of that. No transgender sports and all that shit. Because my daughter does sports.
Yeah.
If my daughter chose wrestling for sake, right? Yeah. And I go out there and she's going to a championship match and there's a nigga out there about to body slam my daughter. Best believe you're not leaving the stadium. Like, you're not leaving this gymnasium. Yeah. Like, I'm not allowing this. I'm not cool with that. Like, women and men are different. If you don't believe that, go ahead and go wrestle one then.
Yeah. But
like, that's how I feel.
It's in everything.
I was in a strip club one time,
everything.
Right? My wife chill. I was in a strip club one time, right? I got a girl. She's dancing on me and shit. She's chilling.
Allegedly.
No. This is real talk. I'll take the heat. We cool. My wife been to the strip club with me. We get down. That's my dog. But girl dancing on me. She got a stud girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. She's over there pissed. I see it. I can see it. She's coming in my peripheral. I'm like, what's going on over there? Right? She comes up. She's like, you gotta go. She snatched the chick. I said, hey. Calma. Cálmate, que te calmo, cabrón. I speak that shit a little bit, poquito, right? So she's like, no. I say, is you a nigga or a bitch? She said, nigga. I said, bah! Smack the shit out of her. This bitch security runs up. No. He smacked me. I'm a girl. I said, nah, you was just a nigga 2 minutes ago. You was just a nigga 2 minutes ago. Chill out. They want him kicking that bitch out. You ain't supposed to have your boyfriend. You ain't supposed to have your boyfriend at the club. You dancing. If my girl's a dancer, I can't go to the club and watch. I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
You not allowed, nigga. She working. Get up out of her job. They kicked her out. I had a great time that night.
Yeah,
real talk. I had a great time that night. It was a great night.
Man,
but I don't believe in that. Like, if you claim that's what you are, ride it all the way out. Like, don't pick and choose when you're a chick and when you're a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a real nigga. Like, I don't get to wash my dick in the sink. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm always a nigga. Like, when I wake up in the morning, you wake up hard. That's it. You don't do that as a chick.
You know what it is? You know what it is? And I don't know if this is the case. It's just like, I feel like this day and age, even for, like, there's just, everyone just has too many options and choices to do stuff now, right? You know what I mean? To the point where people get so bored and it's like, you know, I want to be an architect tomorrow. I'm not an architect.
I love everybody. Though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you're gay. And I don't have no problem with you gay. Just stick with it. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of gay friends. I have people that, you know, choose all different sides of life. And that's cool. But if you're a transgender in that way, right, you can't make me call you the other side. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't make you call you anything.
Especially if I know you. Like, I'm not going to stop calling you my nigga if you my chick now. If you my homie. You still going to be my nigga, dude. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that.
I feel like back in the day, you could spot nowadays you don't know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
what.
Go to Thailand.
I think I
Don't go to Thailand.
Like,
In
jokes
Thailand,
You
if
can't
they're
tell.
wearing makeup, it's a
No,
dude.
you can't tell.
It's a dude. Because the women are naturally
Bro,
beautiful.
you couldn't tell. If I put 15 Thailand bitches and nigga bitches in here right now, right? You would not be able to tell me which 5 had a dick. And I promise you that.
You know, like joking aside, like when my
I promise you that.
like jokes aside, when I became a father, and it's everyone's like, when you become a dad, it's gonna be different, obviously. But I didn't really realize like the things I would think about after my son was born, and I started thinking about like, do I have to like teach my son like
100%.
how to know like
100%.
like what's gonna work?
See,
What's
the
the world
scary-
gonna like?
the
My son's
scary
3.
part, right?
Imagine 15 years from now,
Yeah,
it's gonna
dude.
be wild.
Not to cut
Be
you off.
robots.
The scary part is having sleepovers.
Yeah.
Because they're like transgenders now at like 6th grade.
That's the parents'
So,
fault.
but
Yeah,
yes, but
crazy.
now like if I'm letting my daughter have a sleepover with 6 girls,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking these is girls in the house, how do I know there's not one fox in the hen house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
how
all
do
of a
I
sudden
know?
he's
Because
straight.
I'm trusting
It's
y'all. I'm
crazy.
trusting y'all to do what you do. So I had to have that talk with my daughter.
Yeah.
But it's weird in Florida. I don't know how it is up here, but in Florida schools, we had like a parent-teachers meeting, and they were talking about letting the kids have like kitty litter boxes.
Nah, see, dude.
I
In the
can't believe. No.
bathrooms.
Hold on a minute. I swear you don't have
for
to
these
believe.
kids that are talking about
Listen,
their dogs and cats.
Listen, you don't have to believe what I'm about to tell you, but I swear I was just about to bring this up. Like after you stop talking about the other stuff. Like, dude, my niece, they from my wife's side, they moved down to Texas for a little bit. They're back, and one of my nieces was telling me, a few years ago, like, Uncle AJ, like they got like furries down there. I said, what?
Furries,
I said, what
exactly.
the hell's a furry? I'm not being funny. I'm like, what the hell's a furry? Like, oh yeah, they wear like tails and like cat ears.
I tried to bull a
When
bit.
I was in high
like
school,
that.
we called those weirdos.
So listen, so like
They wasn't comfortable coming to school like
So-
that.
Yeah,
in our
yo.
day.
So
We
like
would've clowned the
so
shit
the
out of
thing
them.
is, like, again, like I'm thinking my niece is playing around with me a little bit.
Nah.
I'm like, all right, Alexa, like. She's like, no, I'm telling you, there's kids that walk around, they got tails, and they got a litter box in the friggin' bathroom. I said,
That's the crazy part.
I said, okay. So now I'm thinking my niece is off her rocker, and I go and tell my wife, I'm like, we should get her checked out. She's like, no, it's for real.
So
like
this is
that.
my
It's
thing I
wild.
said at the parent-teacher meeting, right? I said, all right, I'm okay with them shitting in kitty litters if they eat cat food at lunch.
That's what you said. I bet you
If they
did.
eat dog food and cat food at lunch, let them shit in the kitty litter. I'm cool with them. Let
Well, that-
somebody walk homeboy at lunch and he can poop in the grass. Like, I'm cool with that. Put him on a leash, let him walk. But like, what are we training our kids to be? You know what I mean? I'm training my kid to be, and I tell my wife all the time, a woman, a wife, and a mother is always going to treat her kid like her son. I'm treating that son like a young man.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And that's where it's always going to clash. And when it comes to parenting as a father and a mother, right? A mother's more softer. Father's more harder because you're looking at a little boy. I'm looking at a young man.
Yeah.
Facts.
And that's the big difference. She's like, you're a little hard on him. I said, I have to be.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the world's going to be hard on him.
Yes,
True.
facts.
You know what I mean? I was raised tough. My parents were divorced at 8 years old. I chose to go live with my father, right? So I had just my father's influence. I didn't have a mother figure really in my life to really soften me. So I got that full
Got the edge.
father.
Yeah.
You don't let nobody, you don't start no fights, but you don't lose one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got that kind of treatment. You don't start no fights, but you don't lose one. You don't stay home from school. If you're sick, you go to school. If you're sick, the nurse will send you home. That type of shit. I got that real parenting.
Yeah.
And my dad always told me, go outside and handle it. Don't come in here crying.
Yeah.
He was big on that. Like one time I remember I got into a fight at the bus stop. I'm not even going to get into that. But I came home, I was tight. I was so tight because I didn't want to fight him. He was my friend.
Yeah.
And I was so mad because he punched me in the face. And I was not the type of kid you punch in the face.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't. I'm the one who punches people in the face. I don't get punched in the face, right? And I was really mad because it was my friend. And I didn't want to fight him because what we were fighting over really didn't matter to me. It was a bitch I didn't care about like that.
It's always
they're
they're always
bitch.
there.
I'm
They're
like,
always there
I'm not even
somewhere.
trying to fuck her, bro. Why you not mad? Like we were in 6th grade. I don't even think I ever had pussy at that time in my life. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, what are you mad about?
I want to hold her hand.
Like, yeah. Like, I'm not sharing lockers with this bitch, bro.
Yeah,
Chill
yeah.
out. Like, you mean? So
Sharing
I was really
lockers
mad.
is
I
big.
came in the house and I was crying, and my dad looked at me. He was like, The fuck is wrong with you? I seen him ironing his pants, watching Channel 8 News.
Yeah, yeah.
The fuck? You better go get in the bus. You missed the bus? He thought I was crying because I missed the bus. I said, I ain't crying like I missed the fucking bus. I was mad, right? He's like, what happened? I said, Bobby punched me in the face. He said, all right, come on. Dad had a robe on, pajama pants, drove me down to the bus stop. Bus was pulling up as it happened. He said, go square up and beat his ass. So, you ain't in school yet. Go fuck him up.
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, all right. I jumped out the car, and I feel bad for you, B, because I'm not going to lose no fight in front of my father.
Yeah, yeah.
I gave him the business. Like the business, because my dad's watching. Like, I can't lose. You know, it's like, that's why I always say, don't test me in front of my kids either.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lose a fight in front of my kids. I don't give a fuck what I got to do. If I got to run you over with my car, I'm not losing in front of my children. It's not going to happen. Like, I can't go home and Cash is like, yeah, he beat your ass. Well, I thought you was tough, Pop. Like, I can't do it. I would never be able to wake up and cook eggs again. Like, I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. Like, I can't. So, if you ever see me out and you see me with my children and you have something to say, wait till you see me alone, bro. Wait till you see me. You got a better chance of me walking away if you see me alone. I promise you. I promise you on that.
Yeah. No, fatherhood is it's still, it's not easy, but it's
how old are your kids?
3 and about to be 10 months. So they're still little.
Congratulations.
There
you got a 10-month
boys.
Boy and a girl.
Okay, got best
got
of
the best of both worlds like me.
Yep.
Girl
Perfect.
first or boy first?
Boy first.
Oh, I got the opposite.
Yeah.
But I think it was best for me.
Yeah.
My daughter did something to me that was totally different. You know what I mean? Like, I was a dog.
Soften you up a little bit, no?
Yeah.
I was a total dog. Like, and I admit it. I was a complete dog. You know what I mean? Having my daughter really made me understand what a woman was.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get it.
We had a bunch of names picked out for both kids.
Yeah.
Both kids, different names, right? When I touched my daughter, I said, Gianna. Her name's Gianna.
You just know. Yeah.
And Gianna was never in the names.
Yeah.
Never. My wife said, how would you spell it? I said, with one N. She said, I love it.
Yeah.
Boom, done. My son came. I had all kinds of Italian names.
Yeah.
I was gonna name my son Salvatore.
Oh,
I was gonna name all kinds of like
Yeah.
Italian, strong, crazy names, right? I touched my son. I said, his name's Cash.
Yeah.
She said, how would you spell it? I said, with a K. She said, I love it.
Yeah.
Just like that. Both
Is
kids.
it cash or is it Cassius? It's cash?
K-A-S-H.
That's it.
Cash.
Nice.
Cash
Like
money.
Nice. Cash money.
But we lived in Vegas. He was born in Vegas.
Yeah.
The hospital he was born in was fucking beautiful. It was sick. The kid drove home from the hospital in a Porsche.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I told Cash from the day he was
Yeah.
born, listen, you have two options in life. You're either going to be a celebrity or like some kind of athlete or a drug dealer. Like, you have no other choice. Your name's Cash, bro. Your name's Cash. You better live up to your name one way or another. I set you up, bro. There's not too many Cashes. When I went to school, there was a bunch of Jasons. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna be like Cash to the and you didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
Like, you mean, like, straight up, like.
Yeah. No, it's
But-
crazy. It's crazy because, like, it's funny you bring up the names because, like, me and my wife with my son, same thing. I'm like, let me write 10 names. You write 10 names, and it was like, we settled on Dominic, which is funny
Dominic.
because there's really not.
Dominuch.
Yeah,
I like Dominic.
There's really not. And what's funny is I had an Uncle Dominic, which was really my grandfather's brother. Wasn't technically an uncle, but there was no Dominics in everyone's like Anthony in my family. Anthony, Tony, and
Michael.
that's why I'm.
Another statistic.
I know. There's stereotypes for a reason.
Guess what Cash's middle name is?
What?
Anthony.
There you go. But my dad, but it's funny because it was like some family controversy because my cousin Tony was born 6 weeks before me, and allegedly they had me pegged, in August as Anthony. I was gonna be Anthony James Galante, and my cousin Tony wasn't supposed to be. He was supposed to be something else, and then I guess they switched it and they made him Anthony, but they're calling him Tony. So now we got another So my dad loves initials like AWD, DW.
Right.
So he's like, well, name him AJ. You know what I mean? And then I'm just AJ. You know what I mean? But with my son, it's like we settled it on Dominic.
So your real name is AJ?
No, Anthony James.
I was about to say, your real name's AJ?
But my dad loves initials,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he's like, well, just call him AJ, not another Anthony or Tony.
statistic,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Like, yo, this
exactly.
guy's got to give you a nickname.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So it's when we named my son, it's like, all right, we settled on it. slept on it great. But then after a while, as you get closer, you start double thinking things. But
So did
like
you
said,
know,
as soon as
did you name him what you had already previous?
But it's like you said, once I felt him, and he was a chunky baby. He was 10 pounds and
It's the best feeling in the world.
and I was like, he's a dominant. He looks like, I couldn't picture him any other. And my daughter's Mariah, because the only Mariah I know is Mariah Carey. I've never met another Mariah,
Facts.
and I wanted something different, like you said. And my wife, we spelled it with a Y, so there's a Y in front of the AA. So but yeah, it changed.
It's funny how that
a lot.
happens, man. It's really funny how, like, I really felt like they told me their names.
Yeah.
Like, I really, when I held them, I feel like she told me her name.
You can't look at them any other way.
Like I would have been mad if I named her anything else.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
It's they do. It totally changed me. And like, you talk about soft, like even with my son, like I've catch myself like, I'm like, all right, let me stop being so. You know what I mean? I just like.
So I watched the documentary on the plane up here, right? And I was seeing the videos of your dad when you were young.
Yeah.
Right? And it's so funny seeing your dad in that soft act character because you know what I mean. Your dad is really normally stern, straight eyes, regular. You know what I mean? Like never see emotion out of him.
Yeah.
Really? And like to see him smiling, patting behind you, I'm like, and I see myself like when my kids were small. Like, I might be tough on the outside, but my kids get the best of me. Like, I'm the softest dude on earth to my kids. They probably think I'm super soft.
That softness inside of you forces you to be tough on the outside because it does.
Like, I feel like I just don't want to be, like I had a tough father, right?
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to ever feel afraid of me.
Yeah.
I want them to know that they can come to me for anything, no matter what it is. Like I told you on the phone. My daughter, my son, it could be 20 years from now, they could knock on my door, cover in blood. Yeah. I tell them, take all your clothes off right now. Go get a garbage bag, bring it up, put it up, go get in the shower. I'll be back in 10 minutes. And if the cops came, guess what? I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I can handle whatever life throws at me. I was put here to know that I'm tough enough to take anything that's thrown at me. Yeah. And if I have to do it for my kids, it's the only people I do it for. Like, straight up, I'd take anything for the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it helps you understand. Like, my dad growing up, sometimes I never really would question anything, but you'll understand when you're a dad. You'll understand when you're a dad. You'll understand when you're a dad. And it's like, oh, you don't trust me? I could do it. Relax. No, you'll understand when you're... And having the kids, it's like you really...
Get it now.
You do, and it's a shame that it has to wait 30-something years to get it. Because if I had got it as a teenager, you know what I mean?
Millionaires early.
I wish. My dad's 73. He looks younger than me. He's gonna be here for a while. But it's like sometimes I wish I would have understood it 15 years ago.
Right. We all do.
And
if I had one wish, if I had one wish, I swear I wish I had a time machine to go back 20 years with this brain.
Yeah.
Like the brain I have right now, put me back in my 20-year-old body.
Yeah.
Bro, it'd be insane.
And that's what's tough is like, I do a lot of advising with these kids at the gym and like, mentor type stuff, but also like professional advice. And like, I try to tell people, if I'm giving you advice, it's not because I believe I'm smarter than you. Right. It's because I know I've made more mistakes than you at this point.
And I learned from it. You want to take advice from somebody who's doing better than you.
Yeah.
You don't want to take advice from somebody.
You think of a homeless dude's telling you how to manage your money?
Yeah.
You think I'm going to listen to this guy? Like, now, the funny shit about that is when I was in Vegas, there was a homeless guy. His name was Scrappy or Scruffy or some shit like that. This dude was actually a pro skater. He was actually in like one of the first Tony Hawk games or some shit like that. And this dude was a nutcase, like barking at people, walking the street. And somebody told me like, you know who that is? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bullshit. I looked it up, Googled it. I'm like, holy shit, this dude is. Like, how do you end up there? One thing living in Vegas did is it humbled me into a way where I realized I had to check myself on 3 things living in Vegas. Like, moving to Vegas, I said, do I have a problem with gambling? Mm-hmm. Do I have a problem with sex, like a sex problem? Or do you have a drug problem? Because if you have any one of those 3 problems, it's going to chew you up, spit you out, and leave you under that bridge.
Yeah.
I remember coming out of my house one day, going to work. And in Vegas, it doesn't really rain, so they live in the tunnels. Like the homeless people live in the tunnels, like the storm drains. All the storm drains from the top of the city come down, and it all goes down into one middle, and then it goes to the Lake Mead or whatever, right? But they all live in these tunnels, right? Because it never rains. One day I come out my house, I'm walking down the street, and it rained hard the days before. So the when it rains, it's like a river,
Yeah.
right? In those storm drains. I see this homeless dude on an air mattress, right? Flying down the river. Like flying. He catches eye contact with me. He goes, help! I said, how, bitch? How am I going to help you? How am I going to help you? He was doing like 60 miles an hour. Imagine waking up. You on an air mattress. You go to sleep. You comfy. You wake up. You're now on whitewater rafting trip. Flying down the air. Yo, you're flying down this river. That was the funniest thing. I said, damn.
Well, the funny thing about Vegas is, so like I had never been to Vegas before growing up, and my first time in Vegas was in 2020. Coincidentally, it was a few months after the documentary came out, and I
remember because you had like a fight out there.
Yeah, we had a guy fighting out there at the T-Mobile.
T-Mobile Arena.
It was the Fury undercard with Fury and Wilder undercard.
What was the fighter you had over there?
His name was Mike.
Mike
was
black guy.
Yeah,
So
he was fighting, and I'd never been to Vegas before, and I think when you live out this way in the East Coast, like. We're kind of spoiled because we, New York being right there, we got everything.
We do.
And you're like, dude, and you hear Vegas is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I'm like,
to sleep.
I'm like, dude, even though I'm not from New York, this is like I tell people, Danbury is like diet New York. It's not New York, but it's not Connecticut. It's like
people don't give Danbury enough credit.
No, they don't. We can get into that because I'm very like
they don't give
about that.
Like this has been a hub for a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit goes down. I know I've told a lot of people, I'm from Connecticut. They're like, oh, you from the sticks? So you got a bunch of white friends and I'm like, bro, it gets popping.
No, Danbury. Listen,
like, don't get it.
I always say Danbury is like, it's like Washington D.C. because it's not a state, right? D.C. is its own district.
Right.
Danbury,
Danbury
is like, I always say it's diet New York because it's not New York, but it's so close to it.
We right there.
Connecticut doesn't even claim us half the time because we're too, like, whenever I used to try to get like.
Everybody hates us in prison.
Like,
it's Danbury, they hate you in prison. Like, everybody hates you.
But anyway, so like the first time I, go to Vegas, people are like, oh, Vegas is, I'm like, dude, come on, man. It's like, I've been to Times Square at 1 a.m. It's not going to get crazier than it. You know what I mean?
All right.
So we land, and I remember it was at nighttime. And again, the funny thing about me is like I don't drink, I don't do anything. I'm very boring. I'm a homebody. So like we land, and I remember it was like 10 o'clock at night, but it looked like daylight. There were so many lights, and I'm like, this is weird. And so we go to the hotel, we check in, and my buddy's like, you want to just walk down a block or two? Yeah, why not? We go down, and I'm telling you, the minute I stepped out of the hotel, I was like, whoa, this is different. Like,
what month was it?
Huh?
What month was it?
November, I want to say.
So it wasn't hot.
No, it was nice. The weather was nice, but I remember it being really bright, and I'm just like, there's some wackos out there. And I'm a happily married man, but the women out there
crazy
have nothing on.
Nothing.
And I was just like, now I know I'm getting old because I'm like, oh, put something on. Like, you're somebody's daughter. You know what I mean?
And I'm walking my daughter down the strip. Taking pictures with showgirls with pasties on and shit on her shoulders.
And I'm just like, what the hell they got going on over here? It was like, and that's the other thing, that strip, it looks like it would be a 5-minute walk.
No.
So we walk, I'm like, let's just go down that way. Yeah. I saw a building. We walk and we're talking. And I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, we've been walking for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like,
and then get nowhere.
I was like, I feel like we haven't
Get
walked.
nowhere.
And then I look back, and that's exactly how it felt. I remember just walking.
Yeah.
And like, I don't count steps or anything, but I'm like, I feel like we've walked for miles. And I felt like, you're in the desert. I feel like it was like a mirage. Like, I was like, but Vegas. And
I loved Vegas.
It's definitely, let me tell you, man, it was, it's crazy. Like, and again, like, I'm not even like a part. I don't do stuff, I'm very boring. So I can't imagine, like you said, like if you go there, and
you got a vice, it's gonna tear you up.
I could see that being a 100%. Real
I've seen grown men crying in a sports book, crying, bawling like that guy just lost his house.
Everything.
Like he just has to go home and tell his wife, babe, we gotta leave. Like there's no way a grown man's crying. Like, but my biggest thing was, and my wife was really strict on this. If you're gonna gamble, pick your gamble, right? Yeah. You want to play poker? Okay, 2 games a week.
Yeah.
2 games a week, and she never bothered me.
Yeah.
But there was times I would fuck up, right? And I would wild out. There was times like I would go make my rent money the night before like rent was due. Like I would literally take like $500 midnight. I'm like, can't sleep. And I lived on the strip. I lived in the high riser right there on the strip. So I could walk out and I'm in a casino.
It's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'd walk out. I can't sleep. 2:30 in the morning. I walk out. She's asleep, knocked out. I'm like, get up, put my clothes on. I walk out. Boom. Take $550 with me. Turn that $550 into $2,000. Come home. Put the money up. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I literally would do stupid shit like that. But like I was making a lot of money in Vegas, so it was like it didn't really matter because I knew I was gonna have that anyway if I got paid on Friday. Yeah. Like I had it, but I just wanted to go do it right now because just the like hustle of doing
it. Availability.
The
it's all
hustle
availability.
of doing it.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna move to Vegas the first time I ever flew into Vegas.
Yeah.
I flew in there. And I remember flying in, it's so dark. I flew in at night. It was so dark in the windows. I'm looking out, it's nothing. It's like absolutely nothing. And all of a sudden there's this little light. And that little light turned into a bigger light. And a bigger light. And a bigger light. And then it turned into the fucking
you're
strip.
like on the
And you're
dome.
like, holy shit. That's what I'm flying into. You know the airport's right there. Yeah. So you literally fly into the light, right? So I get out, and I remember I was like 17, 18 maybe. I got kicked out of every casino on the strip. Like literally, they wouldn't kick me out until I started winning too much. Like, and every time the boss was like, the pit boss would come over, like, "I see your ID." I'm like, "Yeah." I'd show him my fake ID. He's like, "That's not you, bro." I'm like, "Yes, it is." He's like, "Man, you got a scar on your lip." I'm like, "That was before the scar, bitch." Like I'm talking mad shit. They would kick me out of every fucking casino, right? And I was like, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to fuck this city up one day. I'm going to fuck this city up one day. But, you know, I had a couple rough run-ins. I was in and out of jail and I was on probation, right? And I remember the day my probation officer was like, "You're free, bro. You're done."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm done? And like, I haven't been off paper at this point, like, for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in and out. If I wasn't in jail, I was on probation. Like, it was just like nonstop. And I told myself, the minute I get off paper, I'm out of this fucking state. Like, I'm gone. Like, this is the death of me.
This is it, yeah.
So I remember telling my girl, I'm like, "Oh, I'm out. We're moving to Vegas."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, all right." And I was like, "No, I'm dead fucking ass. I'm out of this motherfucker. Like, I'm fucking out." Like,
she's from out here too?
She's from out here. I met her here. She's from New York. I met her here. Okay. But I packed my shit and we bounced. We got on. We went to my family reunion in Baltimore, and we took a train. Matter of fact, I sold everything. I sold my car, everything. I got on a train. We went with me. It was just me, her, and my daughter, and 3 suitcases. Went to my fucking family reunion in Baltimore. Got on a flight from there and flew to Vegas. With just that, and I said I'm gonna make it happen, and I made that shit happen.
Sometimes that's the best way. Sometimes that's the best way to do it. You just gotta pick up and
That's a fact.
go. And by go, maybe not, but just do it. Just pick up and do it.
I had to. Though.
Yeah,
I knew like if my daughter was maybe like 2 years old, maybe I think at the time. But I knew if I wanted to change her life, I had to change my surroundings. This has been happening to me for so long that if I stay here, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time, and I have to look at her and say, "Yo, I got to take off for a little bit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I wasn't willing to do that.
Yeah.
Like, before I had kids, I was doing my bid like it was nothing. I was one of those guys, my lawyer loved me.
Yeah.
Like, he loved me. Because I would come ready to go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I got 3 pairs of underwear on, 3 pairs of socks, 3 t-shirts. I'm like, let's do it today.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I wish all my clients were like you, bro." I'm like, "Yo, let's get it done." First of all, shout out Mike Gannon. He was the best Connecticut lawyer I ever had in my life. Most gangster Italian lawyer I ever had in my life. He was the truth. Mike Gannon, you the truth. If you see this, you the truth. Yo, for real, he was the best lawyer ever. I'll never forget. I was in court one time, right? And my brother he had got arrested too. And they were calling us up together for some bullshit reason. We had total separate charges, but they called us up together, right? Because I had my lawyer representing both of us. So they called us both up. And the judge had said he needed a drug test. But I was on like a gun charge or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I didn't take a drug test for it. I'm on a gun charge, right? And she said, "I wasn't talking to you, but since you want to have a slick mouth, you could take a drug test too."
Oh, shit.
I'm like, "Bitch, fuck, why the fuck?" I was talking to my lawyer. Like, I wasn't talking to you, bitch. I was talking to the lawyer. But sure enough, she made us both take drug tests, right? The lawyer goes, "Where's the closest smoke shop?" First he asked me, "Can you pass?" I said, "Nah." I ain't passing. I smoked on my way here. Like, fuck that. He's like, "Where's the closest drugstore?" I said, "All right." Boom, boom, boom. I told him where Putnam's was at. He went and got us the drink. right? Now we're not allowed to leave the courthouse until you take the drug test. You can't leave.
Yeah.
So he comes in. We had to go through like the part and like come around to where you're on the other side of the metal detector. So, but you didn't leave the courthouse. We drink the drink. Right, we both go upstairs. I'm drinking mad water. I pissed like 4 times. I'm like, I should be good. Right, I go to take. I'm like, I'm ready to take the test. I go to take the test. I pissed this shit. This shit looked like a highlighter. That shit was so green. That shit was so bright green. Right, I'm like, there's no way that's gonna pass. Like, ain't no way. Right. We come back to court 3 weeks later. Right, that bitch locked both of us. She locked us both up. I go up first. She was like, yeah, your drug test was dirty. You're going downstairs. I'm like, fuck. I go downstairs. I'm taking my belt off and shit. The elevator opens. Here comes my little brother. I say, hey, what's going on? My brother's like, man, fuck you. I'm like, nah, chill. We good. I'm fucking with the COs because I know the marshals a little bit. I've been in and out of the system a little bit.
They're like, oh, you're back?
Yeah, so when he comes in, I'm literally sitting in like the room where like the TV's at. You can see the camera. I can see the courtrooms. I'm taking my belt off. The door's open. He comes in. I'll pop out. What the fuck is going on? He's like, man, fuck you. We go in the joint. We go into like, they put us in the same whole cell. I'm like, Joe, look, my name's right there. My name's right there. Like, if you can carve your name in the walls, I always was carving 98. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, he's like, man, you too comfortable with this shit. I'm like, nigga, this is life. Like,
that's a lost art. I remember back in the day, you go to diners or restaurants, you go to the bathroom and people carve names.
Yeah.
That's old school right
back
there.
In the day, that was tagging your shit everywhere. Like, it was big.
That's old school.
That was big, man. But yeah, man, it's been a fun ride. I don't regret none of it. Like, even the bad shit, the bad memories, I don't regret any of it. Like, it all turned me out to be a decent dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even the bad times, like, even the prison shit. I remember my mom coming to visit me, and she's like, you don't get tired of this shit? I'm like, Mom, this is how I pay taxes.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You paying taxes?
Like, this is how I pay taxes. Like, I have to accept it, just like you have to accept it when you know what I mean, January come around, you know, you got to pay that 30,000 for the business.
Yeah.
This is how I'm paying for the business. I got to give him a year. I got to give him a year. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll thug it out. Just keep that phone open. I'll call you once a month. I was big on like not calling home. Like, I didn't like to call home.
It sucks, right? Because then they're out there living life and you're in,
like, first of all, I'm disconnected. I want to be disconnected. I don't want to know what my ex is doing. I don't want to know what y'all are doing.
People would love to tell you something your ex is doing. You know what I mean? They would love to tell you.
Because in the streets, that might ruin your day.
Yeah.
In jail, that ruins your month.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you're constantly thinking, like, she's fucking him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, for real? Like, it'll fuck your mind up. So I don't want none of that. I would literally call my Nana.
Yeah.
Like, my Nana, rest in peace, she'd answer that phone once a month. I call her once a month. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. How's my mom doing? How's everybody? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'd leave whatever messages I need.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, I would only call my Nana. I didn't really call my mother's house too much. I never called my father. I think I called my uncle's house a couple times. But that was literally it. Like, I was big on, like, when I'm in here, I'm in here.
I remember those days. So my dad, when he went away the first time when I was in 8th grade, that was just for a year or so, a tax thing. And I remember, like, it was a big event. Like, every Sunday at, like, 4 o'clock, we'd have to huddle, run the landline waiting. Right. And, like, you had to pick it up on the first ring or else he'd be like, why'd you let it ring 2-3 times? You know what I mean? Like, so you'd have to, like, we'd huddle. And it was, like, it was crazy. And then when he went away the second time, in 08, like, a year or two into it, then they got core links. They got the email.
Right. So because he was in the feds.
Yeah. So we would email like every day, which was good and bad because every mistake, parent. Like every mistake I've ever made, like even now, like, well, why can't you do this? And I'm like, I'm trying. You know what I mean? Like it's like but. Yeah, my dad didn't really like the phone either because he didn't like, he would call, but like the voices would make him tough.
It's hard,
but the email made it a little easier, I think.
Hearing the voices.
I used to love getting mail.
Mail's the best.
I used to love getting mail. Like, I used to love hearing support. I'm like, yeah.
Well,
and my girl at the time, she used to write me like all the time. She used to spray this shit with like perfume and shit.
Oh yeah.
I smell this shit. Like, my bunky's like, yo, can I read your letter? I'm like, nigga, fuck out of here, B. Like, get out of here.
No, like we had someone in my boxing gym. Unfortunately, just have to. I think he's only gonna be there a year or two. And
hold your
head. I wrote him because it's like
that means a lot to them, though.
Yeah, because people forget. people for like I
I
know.
reread my letters all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You have a sad day. You
Yeah.
have a fuck. I had go-to letters. Like,
Yeah.
I had certain letters that were my go-to letters, like, on
Yeah.
certain days. The hardest day for me in jail was always New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Because I had to throw a calendar away.
Mm.
And I knew that calendar in the garbage meant I spent that whole fucking time in it.
Yeah.
And that was always like a fucking, like a remembrance day. Like, it was, like, my birthday never bothered me. Christmas never bothered me.
Yeah.
New Year's Day bothered me the most because I'm throwing a calendar away.
Yeah.
And I know that whole year I sat in this fucking cell.
Yeah.
And it was like the worst feeling, like, because you're like, damn. But like any other day, like, people used to be like, why the fuck are you always smiling? Like, nigga, I'm alive.
You have to.
I got a way out. Like, I'm out of here. I have an end date. I remember having a cellmate. This dude was doing like, I think he was like 50 years or some shit like that. 2 life sentences, right? And I remember going to his cell and becoming his cellie, and he was like, listen, we don't talk about 3 things or 2 things in here. We'll never talk about parole, and we'll never talk about pussy, because I'm never going to see either one of them.
Oh, that's bad.
And I was
That's
like,
brutal.
I was like, what the fuck did you do? Right? He was like, we'll get into that one day. I was like, no, we're going to get into that today. Like, today. Right? Like, I need to know who the fuck I'm bunking up with.
Yeah.
So he tells me the story. His story was fucking crazy, right? But he don't look like that. Like, if you've seen this dude, he looked like the softest dude on the tier.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. You would never think this dude is doing 50-something years.
Wow.
Little Spanish dude, straight hair, cool as fuck. Dude doesn't look like he'd hurt a fly, right? He fucking killed his wife. He came home from work early, seen his wife cheating, killed her. Killed the dude. Looked at the kid. The kid looked like the guy. He killed the kid.
Oh,
God.
It was supposed to be his kid? It was supposedly his kid?
But he looked at the kid. The kid looked like the dude. He killed the kid.
Damn, bro.
Then he killed the dog. I said, yo, why the fuck you killed the dog?
witnesses.
He said, because he knew about it.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable.
Here's some
Yo,
things.
but I said, yo, I used to fuck with him all the time. Like, why the dog? Like, it'd be late. We laying on the bunk.
Yeah.
It'd be silent. I'm like, why the dog though, bro? Like the dog. He's like, bro, he's licking my fucking hand and shit, kissing me on my face, and he knows this
whole time.
Like, he's letting this nigga in my house.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel that. But yeah, that was a fucked up story. But I would have never thought.
You
like,
never
from that
know.
guy. You
Yeah.
never know
That's why like I always teach the kids like you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know who
and you
you're
also
dealing
don't know
with.
your breaking point.
Yeah.
You don't know your own breaking point.
Yeah.
Because he's probably a great guy up to that point.
Yeah.
And that was just his breaking point. Like,
There's something not
it's
right in
something
his head
that
off the
clicked
rip,
in him
though.
because he was probably a decent dude his whole life. Probably never stole a candy bar.
Yeah.
But that right there was all he needed to cross that line.
It's crazy.
And we're all humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We are animals. At the end of the day,
facts.
we're just the smartest animal on earth.
Yeah.
But we are animals. We still have animal instincts.
Yeah.
So, like, if somebody was about to attack my child, you think I'd think twice about murdering that guy?
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
You know, if somebody's breaking into my house, you think I'm going to think twice about taking that dude down? No, I'm protecting what's mine because that's my animal instinct kicking in. That's what women, with women, you mess with a woman, she turns into mama bear. You know what I mean? When she's around her kids.
You ever seen Killer Season with
The
Cam? The Cam
I
joint?
never honestly watched
I don't think I have either.
It's like a the acting's crazy because they're shooting the shit, but like he got into a shootout and fucking they killed his I think it was like his niece.
Okay.
So now he sees the guy who did it. He gets into a shootout with him. Guy runs off but leaves the girl. And then Cam looked at the girl and you thought he was gonna like shoot her, but he was like spit in her face. Yeah, he spit in her face. You know, like back to that bunkie story. I'm like, dude, you're gonna kill the kid, regardless if it's not yours or not, man. Like,
you know, some
damn,
people
dude.
have different, you know,
that shit crazy.
like I said, breaking points.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
nah,
I
I
mean?
dig
Like,
it.
none
I
of
dig
us know our breaking point. Like something one day could just trigger us,
just snap,
and you're on the news.
Yeah, nah, it's a fact.
Literally, you're on the news. Like,
wild,
especially like you were saying back in the '90s, you know, or when we were born in the '80s, there was no cameras, bro.
Yeah.
Like I tell my people all the time, like I wish I was 20 in the 80s.
Ooh.
I'd be a multimillionaire. I would
Yeah.
have sold so many drugs.
What about
shot
the
so many
20s?
people.
Living in
Yeah.
the 20s? I wish
Like-
I would have lived in the 20s.
No,
Yeah.
no. That me, I couldn't, bro. It was a different story for me in the 20s. You might have been alright. I wouldn't have been alright, bro.
Definitely
You
would've
mean?
been,
I might have been alright coming through the back door. I'm the cool kid, you know what I mean? But nah, I'm cool in the 80s.
But it is true. Like you, it's almost crazy to like. The other day, I had to put my navigation on for something. I was just thinking, remember MapQuest?
Yeah.
Print them out, like
Make
driving,
that wrong
like,
turn, you in trouble.
It's just crazy to think, like some of these luxuries, like we did live without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like last week,
It was better.
Earlier this week, there was a Verizon outage. My phone
Yeah,
wasn't working for hours. For 5 minutes, I was freaking out. Then I said, I threw my phone. I was like, this is great. You know what I mean?
But we went through every era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember my first cell phone was a Verizon joint. I remember my Nana got it for me for Christmas. My first bill was like $1,000. I had a girlfriend in New York. I'm calling her all fucking day, talking crazy. I remember my Nana calling me up. Are you crazy? This bill's $1,000.
Talk to her after 9.
Yeah, after 9 o'clock, it's free. What are you doing? I went up there. I paid her $1,000. I think that was the hardest $1,000 I ever had to pay in my life. I said, "Here, take that." Boom, boom, boom. But I was so we've come from all that. I remember paying my beeper subscription. Right, I had a beeper. I paid for 10 years. Like my beeper number worked. My beeper number worked for years. I didn't even have the beeper. Like the crazy part, my beeper number was 289-2401. I still remember this shit. 283-2402. Because the only reason I remember that because my inmate number was literally almost the same
never forget your DIN number.
283-2440, and my inmate number was my phone number was 283-2401.
Yeah.
Like what's the fucking odds of that?
That is weird.
I remember getting a Nextel. I thought it wasn't gonna get better than that. Like the Nextel,
Nextel was the shit.
The chirps
with the Nextel. I was like, we've reached the peak. Like we can't get anything more than this.
The feds took the Nextels from us.
because
they couldn't tap the two-way.
You couldn't
tap the two-way.
Yeah,
so they bought out Nextel, bro.
Yep,
they really took that shit down.
That's a fact.
Government's funny like that. Like even with the gambling now, it was always illegal, shutting things down, and now it's every commercial I see. You know, the football players are gonna be on tonight. Every commercial will be DraftKings.
Yep.
And you know what? I have a very addictive personality to the point where I purposely will do, like, if I get into gambling, like you were saying, the vices, I can't, I have to, because there's days I'm like, you know what? I think I know who's going to win this game. You know what I mean? But I force myself, because I'm telling you, when I get going with something, I'm all in. And like that stuff, there's like 12-year-old degenerates now.
Bro, I catch myself at work betting on table tennis. Like, bro,
tennis.
I'll bet on table tennis, and this is my vice. I'm telling you, I'll bet on table tennis, and I'll take anybody Asian.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good
like
bet.
a China? You China? I'm taking you.
Dude, I'm telling you.
All day. That's what they do,
I know
bro.
there's a kid.
They're nasty.
There's a 16-year-old kid I know who is, I would say, a legitimate degenerate gambler right now. And I sat him down. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he is just...
Does he win at least?
He's one of these, you know how these gamblers, like he's up, he's down, he's up.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to do.
It's once you lose is when it starts. Because then you want to make it up.
Yeah,
I'm going to get it back. And like when
you're always breaking even.
Yeah, like I just told him, like, dude, man, you're 16. How do you even have this account?
How do you have
you know
this?
what I mean? I don't know how he did it, but it's like, it's crazy. Like, as long as the government gets their tax, they'll make everything.
I still like an old school bookie.
Yeah,
I like that guy that comes into the back of the kitchen. Got a bunch of slips. I like that guy. Like, I fuck with the old bookies.
But
man.
the government, man, they will, if they could tax it, they're gonna, like, I think prostitution will be next. I think that'll be the next thing that they legalize, because if they realize, hey, we can make.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, could you imagine the oldest hustle in the world?
Yeah,
that's you.
And you gotta think, you never gotta re-up.
Exactly.
You always got it. You know what I mean? You're there. All you gotta do is wash it, you sell it again.
I put it on record now. That'll be the next thing that was always illegal. That's gonna be legal, and then
it's legal in Oregon.
In the world, it's in the Bible.
Yeah, I mean,
Mary Magdalene was a prostitute, bro. Like they were selling pussy before Jesus. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like it's the oldest hustle in the world. Literally,
that'll be next though. It's gambling. Yeah, I always said marijuana will be legal one day. Then they hit gambling. I'm telling you, prostitution will be done. Now, that would be a business I'll go silent partners in on something. Because,
prostitution?
Because
you can't look, like I said, you don't got to re-up.
That's a quadrillion.
100%.
I tell you what, prostitution with these AI robots they're putting together now.
Yo, that's crazy. You see some of these celebrities getting juked by these fucking cyber
Dude, it's
girls.
Weird. It's crazy.
Bro, it's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in, bro.
They got joints right now where it's like you were going like this, and they got the AI mimicking everything
Yeah,
that you're
you
doing.
could be,
and
I
it's
could
like
be
a
AJ.
fly
Like I
chick.
could take
Yeah,
AJ's
yeah.
persona
That's so
and literally
yeah, yeah.
talk.
And
And
that's
you're-
like, it's
replicate the
like,
But that
voice and
makes
all.
it dangerous,
Oh,
though.
it's so well. That's the business when if you can figure out how to invest in when they cybersecurity when they figure out AI security, that's gonna be $1 trillion.
Well,
investment.
yo,
That's what
in
I
that
keep telling my
beautiful-
son. I said, if you want to get in
figure
anything,
out how to
figure
do it.
out AI.
In that beautiful big bill, you can't regulate AI for 10 years.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Why?
So, yo, that was part of that was one of the stipulations in that shit. You're not
I
allowed
think
to
AI is
regulate
going to be
AI
the
in
death
10
of
years.
us.
Nah, yo, I mean, it's gonna be, yo, there's more bad than
Nigga,
good, but like,
we grew up in the 80s. You seen Terminator.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
seen
facts,
fucking. You seen
facts.
iRobot. We seen this shit. They told us for the last 20 years. You think that shit's not in movies for a reason?
it's
Bro,
true.
I
true.
think AI is going to be the death of us. bro.
It's definitely weird. It's like I saw a video once, jokes aside, about these like sex robots, and I swear to God, like it's weird, man. And it's like I don't know what kind of weirdos. I'm just like, my son gonna bring a robot home one day? Like,
Right.
what the hell's going on? Like,
and then what
One
do
of
I
my
gotta
clients
do
had
with
to
that?
ground his
Like,
kid.
How can
he
I
was
accept
chatting
it?
with an AI. He had an AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
He was chatting with I was like, what? He's like, I had to take him off the internet. I had to take him his
it's
laptop away.
scary. It's
First of
scary.
all,
It's some
if
scary
I ever
stuff.
check my credit card bill cash and I see
Yeah.
AI booty
Yes.
or something, you're in trouble, bro.
That's
Like,
well. Listen, I mean, think about it. Porn back in the day, you used to find the scramble
yo, you
porn on
remember
TV.
it? Remember
You'd
you
have
kept
to
your
really-
titty every once in a
You
while?
have to like really look. And these kids got headsets. They're having like
Yo,
Yeah,
VR. My son's on the VR.
they
all
got
day.
it
So
made.
I go in his VR the other day. Matter of fact, because we about to take the plane, right? And I went to go download Netflix so I could download some videos for him so he could
Yeah.
watch in his VR, right? I go in there, I see his screen names. I'm too nasty for you. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in. Now I'm curious. So I'm checking his messages.
Yeah.
I see somebody said, call me. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, now I'm on extra dad
Yeah.
mode, right? He comes home. I'm like, you too nasty for me? He's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, you know what I'm talking about, P. Diddy Jr. What's up with your name, bro? Like, what's going on? He's like, nah, it's a funny name. I'm like, you don't know what that means, bro. Like I catch these kids saying some wild shit. Like,
Yeah.
if you literally listen, my son be on the game all day.
Oh, that's the best.
Right?
I could
So-
watch kids rage quit and play on the headset
I'm
all day
listening
long.
one day, AJ, right? He's in the other room, and I hear, yeah, shut up, blah, blah, you shut up, your mom shut up, blah, blah, blah. At least my mom doesn't do this, and at least my mom doesn't suck dick. So I'm like, now I'm listening, right? And the kid goes, well, at least my mom gets paid for it. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Right? So I'm listening. He's like, and I hear one of the kids go, your mom gets paid for it. She's like, yeah, her OnlyFans is popping. She got like,
Oh
how
my
many things?
God, dude.
So now I interject, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, give me this.
What's
headset.
that OnlyFans count?
I'm like, no, listen. I'm like, give me this headset. I'm like, yo, bro, you watch your mom's OnlyFans? He's like, yeah, me and my boys watch it all the time.
Yeah, these kids
Oh
are
my
built
God,
different,
bro.
So now I'm like, hold up. I'm like, what's her account, right? Because like, does she like, what? And then like, what did she get into? Like, I want to know, like, but I want to donate because you're going to need some kind of psychiatric help
Yeah,
later.
oh,
So,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Let me get your mom's
These kids are
tag.
tweaked.
Because I'm going to
Yeah.
have to pay, because you're going to need a doctor soon, bro. You're not
Dude.
supposed to watch your mom suck dick. I don't
Wow.
give a fuck who you are. You're not supposed to see that and think it's okay. Like, that's fucking crazy.
The kids today are so desensitized to everything.
Everything.
Like, you could go on Instagram right now, see a murder, see your mom on OnlyFans.
Right.
Like they're so desensitized, like nothing phases them, but not in like a tough way. It's just like they're just
It is what
They're-
it
they're-
is.
like,
Like,
you
it
know what I
literally
mean?
is
Like,
what it
they-
is. What they going to do about it,
it's
type.
so sick. It's like it's scary, man. And that's where
Scary.
the father comes at me. I'm like, oh my
That's why,
God.
yo, you can't get on YouTube in my house if you're on my
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. I don't let my kids watch that shit. Go outside, go play in the dirt, go
Yeah,
build a fort.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I wish,
Like,
man. Cash is like, so I got a pool now. He jumped in the pool the first day. It was freezing. It was so funny. I laughed at him. But he can't wait to get in the pool when it gets heated up and it gets hotter outside. But I've been dying to get this kid to go out the house.
Yeah.
Like, I bought him a bike. He rode it like twice, came in the house, got on the phone. I'm like, bro. So, like, I wanted my daughter, like, my daughter's 13 now. So I'm like, you got to start doing some
Yeah.
kind of sport. You know what I mean? I don't care what it is. I'm
Yeah.
thinking volleyball. I'm thinking softball. Something like
Yeah.
that. She's like, my wife comes home, oh, she's going to do cheer. I'm like, all right, cool. I had no fucking clue, bro. I did not know cheer was a money grab like a month.
Oh man,
Bro,
competitions, and
Competitions.
costumes.
The fucking parents are hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's the cheer community, shout out the cheer community, they are hilarious. Like, they are wild. One of the moms come through. We went to a competition. She had a bag full of nips.
Oh, she's like, here.
Here
You get one.
Here
You
you
get
go.
one.
Passing me nips the whole time. I'm like, I'm getting drunk with Beverly's getting nice.
Beverly.
Yeah, we're getting nice, Bev. Let's get it in. You know what I mean? Like, but I just didn't realize, like, I'm like, damn, I kind of put my foot in my mouth trying to push her to a sport. Like I said, I was thinking, volleyball or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not thinking cheer. I'm like, yeah, let's go cheer. She comes home one day. She's like, yeah, we're going on a cruise this month, this year. We're gonna go on a cruise to a competition. I'm like,
well, sports in general, man, like
no joke.
I mean, it's ridiculous what's gone on with youth sports, and like you said, it's all a money grab. It's sick. It's really sick what goes on. I mean, with the hockey, I see it. Look, even boxing, which is considered, a poor man's sport, right? They always say boxing.
You've done well in boxing.
But like boxers, even like the amateur boxers, like if you don't have money to go to these nationally ranked tournaments, you're falling by. And it's not like the other sports, but still, if you don't have it, you
can't do it.
It's sad,
Let's talk about your gym. So you started your gym when?
2015. So this year will be 11 years. 2015.
Oh, wow. What made you choose boxing after? I know like the hockey shit died off and like it was a bad taste in your mouth kind of.
Yeah.
What made you choose boxing?
It was just a complete I wasn't even a boxing fan. I mean, I knew who Mike Tyson was like everyone else, but I wasn't a boxing fan. And in 2011, I ended up doing a favor for somebody, and I was putting a down payment on a car for him, which of all the money I've ever lent, this guy actually paid me back, which I never expected. Shout out
Cheers
to
that
him.
guy. I was about to just say
like my dad always told me, if you lend money, if you get half back, you won. You never see the money again.
Right.
Guy caught me in a weak moment, sniffling. I'm like, fine, I'll help you out. Go, and I meet this guy, Feliz Sr.
That guy.
And he was, selling. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know. And gave him the money, gave me the key. That was our interaction. Hey, how you doing? That's it. The next day, Frenelli Sr. calls me. He's an ex-heavyweight fighter, and he's like, he goes, "Hey, champ, you ever thought about getting in the boxing business?" I swear to God, I was like, this guy's out of his mind. I'm like, the boxing business?
What am I going to do
what
there?
the hell's the boxing business? I don't even... Oh, yeah, I think, I'm training this fighter, and maybe you could help him and this. So right away, I figured, all right, they just want me to throw money at him and, whatever. And then, like, he just kept calling me about it. Like yo, you should do that. And, like, I don't know. I never asked him. Maybe he looked me up and saw my past with the Trashers and managed it. Like, maybe he just, I don't know. I really don't. I never even asked him. This was 2011.
AJ Galante.
So like.
You ain't had to look up too much, bro.
But this was in 2011. So finally, like, I was like, well, what goes into this? And he was explaining it. So next thing you know it, I'm like working with this fighter and like, advising him, like, and I'm learning.
And is that Delvin?
Yeah, Delvin, yeah. So I'm like learning on the go, and
I went to the fight Delvin in Foxwoods or whatever it was, Mohegan or whatever.
Yeah, he fought there a lot, man.
Who did he fight? Was it Cotto or no, not Cotto?
He fought Cotto in Florida because I was with him at that point. Who was the one he
fought up in Mohegan?
He was there a lot, so it could be a few guys, but long story short, I started working with him. Then I was like, like everything else, addicted person. Now I want to work with another boxer. Started working with this guy from Brooklyn. And next thing you know it, like 4 years go by. And I'm like, well, the only way we're going to get better is like, we don't even have a gym in Danbury. So we started the gym. And I'll never forget, it was on 9/11. And 9/11 in 2014, Fernelli showed me this building. He's like, look, this would be a perfect gym. We ended up opening it a few months later. And
because Hat City Boxing been dead.
Yeah, it was big, but it had been gone for a few years up until that point.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't anything going on. And, we just starting the culture from scratch, really. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Like everything else I do, I don't have no idea what I'm doing. Even to this day, I don't know what I'm doing when I go there. But, you start, like, building. You know what I mean? And, like, next thing you know it, we get, like Fernelli's son, Fernelli Jr.'s wearing Golden Gloves. And
though. He's a beast, too,
now we're catching momentum. We're starting to build an amateur team. Then we start working, one of our own guys turns pro. And it's like, next thing, now we're like 11 years in, and it's not just a gym anymore. It's like, I want it to be a hub. I want people like if they box, like, oh, I'm gonna go to Danbury to box. You know what
I remember
mean?
hitting you up from Vegas, like, yo, if you ever need your fighters to come out to Vegas,
Yeah,
let me
say-
know, man.
Like
I
set
remember
up
hitting you
satellite
up.
camps, and that's
Yeah.
really what it is. So now we're at the point where, look, it's very hard to make money in pro boxing, right? It's like
Is it?
it you got to get lucky, and
Okay.
and really the boxer has to get lucky too. It's very hard. The money's in like the classes with the kids and stuff like that. That's where you can make money to like keep the gym going.
How do you
Like,
feel
what's-
about that Jake Paul kid? Like, I feel like he's bringing a lot of money to the game.
Every person, first of all, I do know people that personally work with him. They say he's so for real about that. He's not a joke to him. Like when I first started the gym, like kids would sign up like, oh, who's your favorite fighter? Oh, Floyd, Mayweather. I like Tyson. And now I ask, 1 out of every 3 kids will say Jake Paul.
Get
Oh,
out, really?
Swear to God. And he's not like, I get it. The first 1 or 2 fights, I get it. Oh, he's a YouTuber. He's a boxer now. He's been boxing for 5 years.
He
He's
trains hard as
hey,
shit, right?
look,
Listen,
for real.
and
Like,
I tell you like this: I respect anybody that gets in the ring,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you have a chance of getting knocked the fuck out in front of
Get
everybody.
killed in there.
You have a chance of getting knocked the fuck out in front of everybody. So I give you, if you get in that ring, even if you lose,
Yeah.
I respect you for getting in the ring. My dad always used to tell you, you don't have to win every fight, but you have to show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to win every fight, but you have to show up. That was
he's
big.
Well, I think he's, Floyd Mayweather is a genius, and like
100%.
he became like, see, people don't realize like Muhammad Ali is revered now, but back in the day, there was a lot of people who hated him. They wanted to see him lose,
Right.
and Floyd kind of learned, and he's like, to really make money in that business, you got to be the villain.
gotta be.
People would rather, it's haters. People would rather. It's like when our hockey team loses. When we lose, it's all the comments and likes and this. But if we win, you don't hear.
It's quiet.
It's so. I feel like
Good story.
Floyd became, because I know people who know Floyd is like, dude, he's the nicest guy, generous guy, very nice. But when he was fighting, you wanted to see him lose. Like every
I
fight,
always bet on Mayweather.
even casual
Not
people
gonna
just he's cocky. I want to see him get knocked out. He's
My
not gonna
friends will
lose.
tell you, I
know?
never
He's
bet
the
against
epitome of
Mayweather.
it.
No.
Every single time I put my money on Mayweather.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like,
And he
I'ma
made
take
a
the-
lot of money because he became, it's more like boxing. Every sport, baseball, basketball, hockey, football, it's sport and then business. Boxing is business then sport.
right.
And Floyd is a genius. And I think Jake Paul has kind of taken that, taken the torch from him and that villain. Because the guy sold out, like he sells out arenas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
At
he's
the end
bringing
of
the
the-
money.
and at the end of
I
the
heard
day-
he's paying the fighters outright.
And I know for a fact, like people go to his camp, they treat him like gold. Like they all treat, he treats everyone like gold. And like I've never met him, so I can't really say, but I know people who do. And like he's just such a good guy, and he actually is a good boxer. That's a funny thing too. Is like if you really break down the film, he actually can fight a little bit, and it's funny. Like all the boxers that hate him, I always say like, dude, he's fought tougher competition in a few years than you fought in 15 years. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these boxers are scared to take that L.
I just kind of wanted him to get after what I seen what he did with Tyson.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I when AJ went up against him, I said he's got to crack him. I know this.
Well, that's why
I knew
Jake,
this was going to be the one.
That's why Jake is a genius, because he tugged on the heartstrings of our generation, who saw Tyson get in there. And it's like that's
And
not.
I'm like,
Mike
that's not
Tyson.
the Tyson we know.
So
right?
so that was an investment fight for him.
But then
because,
you see Tyson say like,
Yeah.
you paid me an extra little bit to take.
Yeah,
the
he did it
fall
for the
and
money.
da-
So he did it for the money.
So,
Yeah.
But I'm like, do I respect that though? Like,
Yeah.
even then, I'm like, Tyson,
But
I don't
he's-
respect that. You're still Tyson.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not supposed to take the money.
Yeah,
You're not
it's-
supposed to take the money. You're supposed to beat his ass for
Boxing-
all of us.
Boxing is a very weird world, and it says a lot about me that I've been in it for 15 years. I'm weird too. It's a very strange. It's a strange world, man. It is not. It's tough, and the game has changed, and But
I
Jake
feel like
Paul's
it worked
doing.
out for you though.
Yeah,
I feel like it really gave you a purpose.
It did. It really helped me a lot because, after we lost the team, so we lost the Trashers in 2006. My dad goes, then my dad, we play our last game, I think April something of 2006. June 9th, 2 months later, he gets indicted, house arrest 2 years. Then 2008, he goes away. And it's like boxing kind of came in, just like it saves fighters. It saved me a lot because I didn't know where the hell I was going. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's you know, boxing helped me, and it gave me that adrenaline, like, you know, the Trashers in hockey did. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's definitely, you know what it is? It's like a gambler, like the action. For me, it's like the action building, like it's there's always action with boxing.
And I've
There's
watched
always
you do it
something.
in so many different ways. Like I said, I've been to Mohegan. I've seen the fight there. I've seen you over there. I went to when you had it at the War. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I've
the summer-
always
yeah.
popped up for you. You mean
Yes.
like I don't care where you're gonna do it at. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pop up. Like I'm gonna show
Well,
up.
that's like we said, like Danbury. I want Danbury to be like a fight capital. Like it'll never be Vegas, but it's like
right. But
there's
it's
a lot
still
of stuff
hub
that
here.
could happen
You
here.
mean you can still make it
And,
happen?
No, absolutely, man. So we'll see what happens. It's always a work in progress. Everything.
Right. I think we're gonna start wrapping it up, but I want to ask you. You got any questions you want to ask?
No,
my
I
boy?
mean, still you just like a living legend, man.
Nah, I hate that. No,
I told him to say that. I said he
No,
would never
no,
say
no.
that.
building that legacy, man. It's
Nah,
it's
He's
like
just such a regular guy.
Nah,
You know?
it's-
AJ has always been such a humble dude. Like he really has always been just such a down to earth dude. Like he's just
Well, I appreciate.
chill
Well, I get
dude,
that.
like,
Like
you
my
know what I mean?
dad always taught me. He's like, you know, I would be going to AWD when I was 5 years old. I was
extorting
fortunate.
guys for lemonade money.
Wow, yeah. Oh man, yes, I was pissed. I didn't get the concept. I didn't get the concept of change. Like the guy paid with a 20. I didn't want to give him $18 back, and I was pissed. That's funny. You remember? To this day, that pisses me off. Yeah, but yeah, it's like I always tell people like. I grew up in New Fairfield, but I was raised on White Street.
Right.
I was raised in
100%.
AWD, and it's
100%.
like, it was a different world back then. It's like, I was happy. It's like, I've been around so many types of people from all walks of life, and you can learn from everybody. And like you said, that homeless guy you just said, like at one point he's here, that
Right.
you never know where life's gonna turn.
Facts.
So like I always try to treat
It's all
people.
about your decisions. Too.
I always try to treat people as good as I can, because the backs you step on today could be connected to the ass you got to kiss tomorrow.
yeah, facts.
So
you
so
might
that's
be asking for that same hand to help you back.
you know
up.
what I mean. So you never know where life's gonna take you, and it's yeah, man.
Well, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah.
Like I said, I always appreciate you always answering my messages. You're always there for me whenever I call. You always have been a stand-up.
Always, man. I mean,
And
that's a funny. I don't mean that. I know we're wrapping up, but that's funny because that's like we all got our phones for the most part in our hands. Like a young kid told me the other day, he's like, "Oh, you text me back too fast."
I
said,
I
"What?"
got told that too.
So I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, yeah, I texted you. Like, you texted me right back. I'm like, "What the fuck you want me to do?"
Yeah.
Wow, it looks like, like this generation, you gotta wait. You get the message? Oh, Jason, I gotta like time 10 minutes
It's
to
like
text you.
because they think you don't have nothing else to do.
I'm like, dude, we all got our phones on.
Right,
I
I
saw you
seen it.
message me, hello. I said hello.
Yeah.
I gotta put a timer 8 minutes and 22 seconds. But that's funny because like every time it's funny because like I had someone say, "Oh, that's so nice you message me back." Oh, why not? Why wouldn't I message you? Message me, I wouldn't. Of course, I message you back. But it's funny. A little kid was busting my balls. Oh, you texted way too fast back. I was like, "You kids are tweaked, man."
Yeah,
I was like,
Yo, it's a crazy world we live in, man.
Yeah.
Like our norm is weird to them.
yeah.
It's so weird to them. Like you text them back too fast. It's like you don't have nothing to do. You must
Oh
not-
yeah,
you
that
must
looks
not be
desperate. That
important.
looks desperate.
Yeah, you must not be that important. Like bitch,
Okay, dude. I got too much shit to do. Like I got to time myself.
Like you're lucky I fucking answered this shit.
It's funny on the
bro.
way here. I realize on Sirius. I realize I've officially moved to like the old school
people
channel,
shit? Yeah.
right? Like everything I listened to now I'm officially like on 48, 49. When it used to be 44 was like the now, and now I realize I'm like, holy shit, I'm on Series 48 right now. It's
One
like,
thing I can't
it's
say,
like- it's like,
my
holy
kids
shit.
say, it can't stand it. You were born in the 1900s. That shit drives me crazy.
Oh.
I'm ready to punch him in the face. Like,
when
yo,
were
stop
you
saying
born?
it like that.
86?
You were born in the 1900s?
So-
I'm like, don't say it like
my
that.
nephew, shout out to Jacob on my wife's side. I swear to God, and he wasn't trying to be funny. He said, "Was everything in color back in 1986?"
Ah! We
Was
just
this
got
fucking
the color,
Wizard
bro.
of Oz?
We
I
just
was
got
like-
color.
He
We
said,
were good.
"Wait, so there was color back then?" No, it was black and white. But I used to think that as a kid. I'd be like,
That's true
the
story.
Wizard of Oz, when it went from black and white to color, I used to think that Like
True story.
1960s, it was black. So,
Yeah.
but when now they're saying it to me, I'm like, whoa. You know, I'm not that 17-year-old kid anymore. I'm like a freaking, oh man, it's funny, man.
I
Yeah,
told
what
my
a
kid, I
life.
was like, I was little like you one time. He was like, you were little?
When I was
You
Unc,
were little?
oh, you're Unc. They call me Unc.
Unc.
Oh, yo, what's up, Unc? I'm like,
Nah.
but I like it. I'd rather be an Unc than these young kids.
Nah, I'm a
You
teen.
guys are out
I'm a
here.
10-year citizen, man. I'm a 10-year citizen. I'm not an unk, man.
That's
I'm
a good
still,
one. I never heard that one.
I'm a 10-year citizen, man. I'm always young at heart, man. I'm still. I tell my wife all the time, I'm 21. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're nasty. You like a 21-year-old. You're nasty. Like, something's wrong with you. She's like, you wish you were 21. I'm like, I do. It was like, he knows. I went out with him the other night, man. But still to this day, I'm the last one down, first one up. I go out
Yeah.
drinking, get drunk, go to sleep, pop up 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, boom. I don't know why my body works like that. I've been like
Just
that
wired
my whole
it,
life.
you know?
I'm just one of those guys that like I take it and I get up and go.
Yep.
Take it and get up and go. Like the next day, I don't dwell on yesterdays. I'm always about making today better
Yeah.
than yesterday. Like I'm big on that. Like even with my own like goals and shit.
Yeah.
My number one goal is make today better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Like that's number one. Whether you got your daily goal, weekly goal, monthly
Yeah.
goal, yearly goals. My daily goal is always to make today better
Yeah.
than yesterday. What can I do today to make myself better than I was yesterday?
Yep.
Whether that means reaching out to somebody from the past, whether that means changing a habit, whether
Yeah.
that means whatever it is, try to make yourself a better person today than you were yesterday.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
I'm big on that. But like I said, we wrapping this up though. I do appreciate everything you did,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You came through for me, episode fucking 1.
Yes,
My
sir.
Yes, sir.
fucking guy, AJ.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
man. Appreciate
Likewise.
Yeah, man. I hope this works out for everybody. And like I said, I appreciate everything you've done. And like I've been watching for a long time, man. And I'm very
thank you,
proud
man.
of you.
Appreciate
You know,
it.
you
I
built a-
I
you built a
never
good
doubted
legacy,
you.
man.
Thank you.
I never doubted you. I always knew you were gonna land all right somewhere. But you know what I mean. I'm a
Thank
fan. I'm a fan of AJ. I always have been a fan of AJ, and I'm always watching to see what's next.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys.
And you do a lot for a lot of people.
Facts.
Yeah.
You do a lot for a lot
Well-
of people. Like when you talking about the kids and shit. I know the gym. You do a lot for these kids.
Yeah.
That
they,
most
you
people-
need they need it. And I saw my dad do, you know, I always tell people like probably my dad's proudest accomplishments are ones that people will never even know. They weren't publicized or in the paper. You know,
Right.
he donated a wing to the hospital. He loves all that. But the
Did
one
the new Fairfield Fields.
yeah,
and
but
all that.
you know,
like, yeah.
I've seen how many times, you know, he would overhear a driver. Oh yeah, it's hundreds of employees, you know, so and so's
I've always
the
heard he
driver
took care of
so
his
and
people.
so's son is this, and I remember him calling the driver up. The driver come in like scared, like why the hell am I here?
Why am I in Jimmy's
you know
office?
what I mean? And they don't even know he knows who he is. And he's like, hey, I heard about you. I've seen it so many times. Like, hey, I heard about your son. You need anything? Like, here you go. And it's you know, he set a lot of great examples, and you gotta do that, you know, because it's tough for everyone. It's tough out there. So just like you said, like I have an alarm every Wednesday night. I have a check-in list with people. Hey, how you doing? Thinking of you. How's everything?
That's
You know,
great.
you got to do it
You
because
know,
great.
your dad passed his legacy to you.
yeah,
You have a legacy that you're creating right
it's
now.
a lot
that
of
you're gonna
pressure.
pass
It's a
down
lot
to
of
your
pressure
kids,
because
you know?
I don't think I could ever be as like great as him. But I just gotta stop. I just gotta take some of the things I can
Of
do
course.
and
But
pass
I
it
bet
on.
you your dad looks at you
yeah,
and he says, I wish I was as great as you. Like for real, because we're in different
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
You know, like you're looking at it like I want to be as great as my dad because your
Yeah.
dad has accomplished certain
Yeah.
things. But look at the things he had to sacrifice
yeah. No, I
to
know.
get there. You know what I mean? And he's looking at it like,
Yeah,
I wish I had AJ's life.
yeah.
I wish
No,
my
I
dad
know. He-
did what I did so I could have been AJ.
So
You know what I mean? Like, because
at
he
least-
set you up for success numerous
It's
times.
true.
And he didn't have that luxury.
No,
He dug it from the mud.
no, it's true.
You know what I mean?
It's
So,
true.
and I say that because I look at my kids and I know I'm giving them the life I wish I
Yeah.
had.
Yeah,
And they're
it's
gonna
true.
do the same. You know, I'm not a perfect dad.
Mm.
I know I'm not perfect. I'm a way better dad than I had.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta be.
Take that,
And
take
then
that,
you're
as,
gonna be the-
take
you
that
know?
as you want, Pop. But you know what I mean. But
yeah,
I hope that my kids are still looking at even my
Yeah.
flaws and saying, my dad was great in these ways, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be better than him
yeah.
in
No,
these
of
ways.
course.
Because what you see in your parents, the things you don't like in your parents, you really try your hardest to not implement in your kids.
Yes, that's
like
true.
I've never put my hand on my daughter.
Yeah.
Never once. I've always told her, no man can hit you.
Yeah.
Not even me.
Yeah.
Because if
you set the example. Yeah.
How can I contradict myself? If I say no man can hit you, I'm a man.
Yeah.
So that's only saying, oh, now you get into a relationship and he hits you, like, well, he loves me. Like, because my dad loved me and he hit me. No. I never hit you. No man can hit you. And if I ever hear about it, believe me, we're going on a fishing trip, young man. And you're not coming back. I'm sorry you didn't know how to swim. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I always told my daughter, I say, I buy myself a new gun every year for her birthday. You know what I mean? Every year for her birthday, I buy myself a new gun. And I tell her all the time, like, if your boyfriend ever comes fishing with me, don't be surprised he don't come back.
Just wanted to do a cannonball. I don't know what happened.
He was throwing the chum in. He was throwing the chum in. He slipped. I tried to help him. I seen a shark. I'm scared of sharks, babe. I had to leave him. I'm sorry. Yeah. It is what it is. Coast Guards came, though. We tried. We tried.
We tried everything we could.
We tried everything we could. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. Being a parent, I think, is the hardest thing to do because there's no right way to do it.
Yeah.
There's no right way. There's no book. There's nothing. Like, what might be right for my household might be totally wrong for yours. And what's right for your household might be totally wrong for mine. Yep. But at the end of the day, we're all doing it right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying doing it right. My parents weren't good, but like my parents showed me how not to parent.
Yeah.
You know,
and
you
so
could
like,
learn
that's
just
what I mean.
As much from,
you know what I mean?
You could learn just like I was mentioning, like a lot of great stuff I learned from my parents, but you could learn probably more from the mistakes and the things that you don't want. You know,
are your parents still together?
Unfortunately, not. You know, but which is weird. You know, go through all this jail bids and stuff, and then they break up after the fact. But it is what it is. But you know, like again, like you know, a lot of stuff I take from my dad. Like I don't want my son coming to drive 6 hours of Pennsylvania to visit me. You know what I mean? Like I don't want.
But that's what I meant by like once my daughter came in, I knew I had to leave because I used to be able to give up 2 years of my life. Yeah. I can't give up 2 years of her life.
Yeah.
I could have gave up 2 years of my life. Like it was nothing. I do it, throw it in the calendar. I'm back in the streets. I'm running. Yeah. To give up 2 years of her life wasn't even a question. I knew at that point I had to get out of this town. Yeah. Because I can't afford to pay these taxes no more. Yeah. I have to be in her life every day. If I miss a day, it's like missing a year. Yeah. Because those kids change so much.
Yes.
So much.
And they grow so fast.
Yes.
And I'm looking at pictures now. Like my daughter's like, I feel like just like the other day, she was this big sitting in my lap.
Yeah. They always look the same. And like, look at pictures.
Now
like,
she's a beautiful girl with her little boba tees running around now. And I'm like, yo, what do you got under that skirt? Like, what's going on? Like, put some pants on. Like, what's going on?
Put your arms at your side.
Like, I never thought I'd be like that.
3 inches below the knee.
Yes.
But now I'm like, oh my God, I got a little woman growing now. Like, I'm on the last leg.
Yeah.
Before she's
the next phase,
there,
it's
you know
scary.
what I mean, and it's hard as a dad, like to look at your little girl, like, oh man, you're right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Boys are gonna come around now. Boys are already starting to come around. And shout out to her. I've looked at her phone, you know, because we still got to check the phones.
Oh yeah.
And I see guys like the boys. They're like, would you think about being my girlfriend? She's like, nope. Nope. I'm like, yes, G. Yes, G.
Good
get
for
her,
man.
You know what I mean? I tell her all the time, these boys ain't shit. You know what I mean?
I always tell my niece that boys are horrible.
They ain't shit. And at the end of the day, they only want a couple things. And at the end of the day, you know, I told her, I gave her the water thing. I said, you know, I had a glass of water. And I stuck my finger in it. Would you still want to drink it? She's like, nah. I was like, if I had Cash come stick his finger in it, and I had him come stick his finger in it, he come stick his finger, would you still want it?
I'm going to use that.
Well,
I'm going to wait another 10 years.
You're the glass of water.
Perfect.
You are the glass of water. Yeah. Don't let everybody touch you. Don't let everybody touch you. The more people touch you, the less people going to want you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I had to break it down to her, like, because I want to break it down to her in a way that's not vulgar.
Yeah.
But where you could understand what I'm trying to say.
You want to build independency where she don't need nobody but herself.
And I also want her to know she can come to me for anything. Yeah. Like, I'm not the dad that's going to scream at you. Like, you know what I mean? You skipped out the house one night, you at a party. I don't want you to feel afraid to call me because something bad happens to you. I'd rather you call me. I'll pull up. We won't tell mommy. We go to the fucking house, but I know you're safe.
Yeah.
Because I can't live with myself knowing something happened to you and you were too afraid to call me. I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
It's all a balance.
I'd rather you know dad got you no matter what.
Yeah.
You could be right or wrong. I'll be right or wrong with you at the time. I'll tell you when we get in the car that you were fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But at that
Tell
moment,
you you're right.
But at that moment, at that moment, I will always defend you. I will always be on your side. We're gonna get through this together. But when we get in the car, I'm gonna always tell you, yo, you know you fucked up, right?
Yeah,
you know you shouldn't have been in this situation anyway. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But you know it's never gonna be physical.
Yeah.
You never have to be scared of dad. You never have to worry about that. This is a safe place.
Yeah.
Daddy got you no matter what. You know, and I think
Absolutely.
that's what we all can say to our kids. You know, it's something that it's just in
Yeah.
you. You know you'll take on the world for your kids.
Yeah.
Without question. I thought if I ever thought I loved a girl,
Yeah.
I never loved any girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what I feel for my kids is unconditional love.
Yeah.
And I've never felt that for a female in my life. Because I know, bitch, I ain't taking a murder charge for you. I take a murder charge for my kids. Like, I do that kind of shit, and that's unconditional. You would do it without even thinking.
Yeah.
That's what unconditional love really is.
True.
And I've never felt that for anybody until I had children. That's a fact.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, let's lock this up, man. Great time, man.